What's up, everybody? Welcome back. As always, thanks to my newest subscribers and those of you watching my videos. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet and you're checking out my video for the first time, I do lots of comic book news about movies and stuff, mostly DC. So go ahead and check out my other videos and subscribe. So my last video, I announced or talked about the announcement that WB made as far as the next Justice League trailer, which we know is going to be released at Comic-Con going on right now, but it's not going to be until Sunday. But at that time of the video, we didn't know what time exactly during the day it was going to be released. We're kind of just all like hoping that it'd be released early in the day. So now we know that it will be released or shown at Comic-Con at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So depending on where you live, if you know the time difference between where you live and New York, then you can figure out what time it will be for you. Personally, for me, it'll be at 7 a.m. So, just depending on where you live, you can figure out what time it will be. That's what time it'll be shown at Comic-Con. Not sure exactly how soon after it will be released, like on their YouTube channel and, out to the public. I think for San Diego Comic-Con, for the last trailer that we got, I don't think it took very long. I think it's pretty fast after they show it. They release it on their YouTube channel. If you don't have WB notifications turned on for their YouTube channel, turn it on, and that way you'll know as soon as they upload it to as soon as they post it on their official YouTube channel, you'll know because you'll get the notification, which is what I do. So I don't think it'll take very long, but hopefully it will be pretty soon after they show it there. I know all of us are just going to be super anxious and excited to see what they're going to show us in this next trailer. I also saw on Twitter that it will be 2 minutes and 25 seconds long. So it's like longer than a teaser. It's an official trailer time, but the one that we got at San Diego Comic-Con, we were spoiled because we got like a 4-minute thing, right? So, which of course they trimmed down for theater, to put in the theater. And also this one will probably be played in the theater until the movie comes out, so that's why it's shorter. But if you're anything like me and my family, we're going to be watching it on like repeat all day on Sunday, and probably the rest of the week we'll be watching it a lot. So still anxious. I just keep thinking like, what and who are they going to show us in this next trailer? I have a current poll running right now on my Twitter account. So you've seen it probably if you follow me. I asked, should they show Superman in the final Justice League trailer? And it still has like until tonight to get votes, but there's been a couple hundred votes, I think, like till right now since I started it. And the answer options I put were yes, no way, and maybe a tease. So I think the majority of people right now are saying maybe just a tease would be exciting. I think I agree with that because I think most of us are kind of thinking like, yes, we know he's in the movie, we want to see him, but we don't want anything to be spoiled at the same time. So maybe somewhere in the middle would be good, like a tease. Maybe his boot or his cape, what we've discussed before. So we'll have to see if they show anything to do with him at all. But in the meantime at Comic-Con, they are showing, like, I'm sure you guys have been seeing too, a bunch of cool little clips and pictures of like the Batmobile that's there and this amazing Mercedes-Benz that Bruce Wayne has in the movie. Mercedes also released this like featurette video on YouTube, and I think they've been playing it also at Comic-Con on like the big screens that they have set up. We see like some scenes that we've seen in the movie, but then we see like extended parts of them what we haven't seen yet from the trailers. So we see this beautiful car that Mercedes-Benz built for the movie. The featurette shows like Ben Affleck talking about the car and people from Mercedes. They're discussing how Zack Snyder saw this Mercedes in a game. It was created for a game, Gran Turismo, and it wasn't actually built into like a functioning car. And so they built one for the movie, and they were also discussing how since it wasn't an actual car to be sold like commercially, there was no interior designed for it. So they had to actually design an interior for the car to be used, you know, in the movie, and they show like some of the interior in the featurette, like the part from the movie that they show, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I've never seen a car like this in my life. Like the wheels are even unique, and everything about it is just so amazing. So it's gonna be, that is also on display right now with the Batmobile at Comic-Con in New York, so people can see it and take pictures with it, and see the Batmobile next to it, and I must admit I am jealous of all these people that are at New York Comic Con right now. I wish I could be there to see all this amazing stuff, see them play the trailer on Sunday, but you know, like most people, just have to wait and follow stuff on social media and stuff like that. So if you haven't watched that featurette that Mercedes released, you should watch it. It's really cool. They show the Flash talking about how he's, you know, he runs at the speed of light, and Cyborg can fly, and they show this awesome footage that we haven't seen yet of Aquaman in the water swimming. And I think, you know, that picture, that screenshot of that part has been going around on Twitter a lot, so I think a lot of people were excited to see that, because we haven't really seen, we saw him for a second, of course, in the trailer, in the water, but not really like swimming at like with speed, you know, so that's pretty cool to see in that featurette. And then after seeing that, I started thinking, like, you know, since the new trailer's coming out, I wonder if they're gonna show like Aquaman talking underwater. No, Violet. Oh, we haven't seen that yet. We've seen him in the water, and we've seen him, you know, like his power with the water, some of it, when he blasts his trident down and, you know, controls that big wall of water in that tunnel or wherever they are. So, but we haven't seen him like speak underwater, and I kind of want to see how that's gonna look in the movie. They're gonna have to, I mean, they're gonna have to show him at some point talk underwater before we see him in his own movie. And the part in the trailer where he swims up to the, you know, throne, or his brother, whoever's sitting there, it looks like he's probably gonna say something to him at that point in the movie. So I wonder if they're gonna show him talking at all under. I just want to see how it's gonna look, because, you know, we haven't really had any live action movies like that, and that's gonna be something that's really unique about his movie. Obviously, is that, you know, they have underwater scenes and underwater dialogue, and, you know, where it's not just like we're gonna see them swimming underwater. So I don't know, it kind of seems like maybe a minor thing to see in a trailer, but just so we can kind of get an idea of how it's gonna look in the movie. I don't know what else I'm gonna see. They also had a picture that was shared of showing Cyborg's interface, kind of like what he sees now after turning into Cyborg, and everything's like has like a red tint to it, and kind of reminiscent of like Iron Man's interface that he has in his suit and his helmet. How things are like being analyzed and all around him and stuff like that. So maybe they'll show something like that in the next trailer. Maybe they'll show Lex or Iris, or to either confirm, or, you know, if they have been cut from the movie or not. Maybe we'll see or hear something from Lois. I don't know. I have no idea what we're gonna see or who. I'm just waiting by the minute. But again, we'll be shown at Comic-Con at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday the 8th. Watch that Mercedes-Benz featurette if you haven't watched it. It's pretty cool to hear them talk about the car, and you see Zack Snyder and Ezra Miller in there on the set. So, and Ben Affleck's talking about it also. We see it being lowered off of like Bruce Wayne's private plane. Him and Flash are going to meet Diana wherever she is, so we see her in that clip as well. And this is like an actual plane, like a big plane, not like the Flying Fox. It looks like it. So there's a cool clip that we see of them meeting up wherever they are. I don't know where they are. It looks like Diana has on the same clothes that she had on in that part from the trailer where they show her walking down the street and it's dark outside, and she like turns around, and it's during the voiceover from Steppenwolf. So I don't know where they're meeting her, but they obviously had to fly to get there. And this shows Bruce's car and being lowered out of there, and Barry's up there with him, and he also has on the same clothes that he had on from the clip in the trailer when Bruce goes to recruit him, tell him why he wants him to be part of their team. So, I don't know, lots of cool, exciting stuff coming out so far. I know everyone's most anticipated moment of Comic-Con, DC fans, is going to be obviously the trailer Sunday. So they're just making us wait. They want it to be, you know, end Comic-Con with a boom. And so I can understand that. I'm pretty sure it'll be worth the wait, just like the last trailer was. So check out all that cool stuff if you haven't seen it yet. And as always, guys, there's links in the description for my Patreon account, Twitter, and I will leave the link for that, the Mercedes-Benz featurette. So if you haven't seen it, you can watch it as well. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks guys for watching. We'll see you next time.